What's up, Irania? Let's see about this. All right. What is this here? That sounds like detective cop music. Good thing you got its own music. Good. Let's get our settings right. Put our resolution high. Paid a lot for this computer to do high resolution. Normal, we'll do text size, large. Apply that.
Featherland, and this is my partner, Marty McChicken. We're the Chicken Police. I'm Santino Featherland. I'm Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Marty McChicken. We're the Chicken Police. I'm Santino Featherland, and this is my partner.
Music is loud? Okay. What about now? You can barely hear me. Okay. So let me fix that. We'll turn the gain volume down a bit. All right, what about now? Got my liquid IV water and my Frightmare Weekend Cook. That's right, that cook. That's all the ASMR you're gonna get. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at that. All right. Spacebar's next. N is in notebook, M is in map, I is in inventory. Escape is pause or exit. Navigate. Interaction, speak, travel, inspect, back, close. All right. So, for what up, G's? For those that don't know, I don't know what this game is. So, being that I subscribe to the Humble Bundle, this was given to me for free, part of the Humble Bundle subscription a year or so back. And I've just had it installed ever since, and I've just never touched it. So, we're going to discover what this game is together. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts. Raymond Chandler, The Big Sleep. That's okay.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home.
And welcome to What in the Wednesdays.
I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
No cigarette. Oh, the chicken's got a pistol. Painted red.
Still, what do I expect?
Bitch, I said
We're
what I
living in a
said.
vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Getting too old for this shit.
What could possibly go wrong?
That Lethal Weapon music playing.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name.
She ain't no
She
zebra.
had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Oh, he horny. Her man said she ain't no zebra. And he said, I'm gonna listen to it because I'm horny. Okay. Let's see, before we talk to her, pictures, bedroom door, wilderness. Typewriter, that cheap whiskey. That's Rodney's favorite midnight snack right there. That cheap whiskey. Look, she keep it by her bedside table and a bottle by her living room sofa. I synced it, y'all. I synced it. 2 different brands. That's what she is. All right, let's see.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Miss Deborah Ibanez. Okay.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
Oh, you playing like that. Okay.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
That cheap whiskey.
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one, and it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Oh, she trying to get lit. That bourbon.
Huh. Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
What is happening here?
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
There better not be none of that interspecies knocking boots.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
Damn, somebody don't like yo ho.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
The Notebook. The Notebook is a detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case, the suspects or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook to read the translated version in your language. Victim, a lady. The target some strange threats. All of them are written. Deborah, or Deborah Bonnet, species Impala, female, pretty and fragile, nothing too special. Damn. She runs errands for her employer, a sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. Chicken Police, the city of Clawville. Chicken Police is a famous detective duo. Santino Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken gained fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. There is a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They have published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Police itself. Clawville has been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundation, 4 nations had joined forces represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. Ain't that always the way? They always gotta have some racist shit in the founding of a nation. Always. Like what you got against the insects and the reptiles? Huh? What you got against them? Let's see here. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clawville preserved its political autonomy and the dream that its only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace. Hence the name of City of 1,000 Colors, aka Zootopia. And let's see, the wild ones. 3 gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the great wild ones who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Hariti is the goddess of creation. Topti is the lord of destruction, and Kavatiti is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between creation and destruction in their never-ending conflict. Boy, they trying to kill me with their names, ain't they? All right, stats. Okay. 0 out of 80 questioning points. Scenes visited, 1 out of 32. 0 out of 31 achievements unlocked. 3 out of 27 codex entries found. 1 out of 97 personal informations found. And 1 out of 58 gallery entries unlocked. I'm a greenhorn detective rank. We gonna get that up.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Question. Okay. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Okay. Focus. This fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Focus, suspicious. Impressions. Suspicious detective meter. He is suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Boy, that was a Romney type of question. Like, she was like, they suspicious. Like, what? Me? Why are you suspicious? That's how she goes. Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression has a new question line. New impression. All right. So many options. Detective meter's your best friend. It shows how well the question is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Look at her. Yeah, suspicious. Blah, blah, blah. I like that. Plus 100.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
That's what he said. What exactly are you, ma'am? Who exactly are you?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You don't trust a cock in a little coat. God damn it. Oh.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
She's what does he say? A gazelle, impala. She's an impala. She can't swim.
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Let's see. You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right? Shy and doubtful. Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer and not on personal business.
All right.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Frightened. Okay, she's frightened. Must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage, but must be careful what I say to her. Scare her off. Start gently. So she's shy, doubtful, and frightened.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Okay. Hiding something. Alright. How did you get this address?
How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous chicken police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
Irania's ears just perked up. I know they did. A raccoon with a scarred face. His name is Zip with 2 P's.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Irania wants me to meet this raccoon. I know she does.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
Okay.
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really
Right,
embarrassed.
Scrooge? Big Zip.
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
Boy is massively down bad.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
It's down bad for this fucking Impala. Truly vulnerable. No, she's shy. We ain't gonna ask her that.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
What kind of name is Hobart, fam?
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
exactly.
Oh, he's a rat or a possum.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
90%, baby. I'm a true detective. And a common McConaughey, baby. Let's see here. Final thoughts. The legendary chicken police back in action. Still a bit weary, but untarnished. Good work. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster, Ibn Wessler. All right. 5 out of 5 stars. Let's go. Certain Miss Natasha Katsenko. Employer, Natasha's current significant Ibn Wessler. Let's see. People. Natasha Katsenko. Species cat. Female. She has remarkably green eyes, and she is definitely in trouble. So am I. Currently the girlfriend of Notorious Gangster. This explains a lot of things. Alright. And Ivan, what is he? He's a rat. Okay. Good looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. One of the most well-known gangsters of Clawville, real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's under. I was down bad for the 4-door Impala and 4 doors, though. Okay. She's afraid that she's secretive, or she's just secretive and outstanding actress. In the case, not everything she told me is true. I'm pretty sure about that. Her employer currently boasts her ranks of Ivy West, to put it mildly. Let's explain the cloud of fear surrounding her. All right.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
The inventory. Here you restore all the essential items throughout the case. I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Ms. Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as a gentleman. N. I know Molly very well.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N. I know.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby, the waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
He angry?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
New person, and there was a rabbit. Okay. She owns the Czar Club. Okay. Louis C. Hayworth, rabbit, male, an old friend of mine. He is stuttering heavily when he talks. A stuttering rabbit. Louis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. Louis's number. Atlas, Hotel Atlas. It used to be a nice place. Now we're competing who gets swallowed by decay first. The hotel's winning, but honestly, I'm not that far behind. One of the most famous nightclubs in the city. Owners of the juiciest booties and hardest fists frequent the place, and is famous for not serving cops except if they're knee-deep in dirt. Owners of the juiciest booties and hardest fists. I wonder what drugs the Tales were smoking when they made this. Look at them mushrooms. Look, fam. Like they was in there just like, hey man, like a 1930s detective story? Animals. What? And Rodney's over there shocked by the juiciest booties and hardest fists. Tasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere. Perhaps she has very good informants. I must find out what the connection is. I'll find Natasha at the Czar Club.
Thank you again, Mr. Feather.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
Oh yeah, let me call my homie. Oh, it was 555. What? God dang it. Nine 3-2. Okay. Rotary phone. Nope. Don't get nostalgia around you.
Hey, Louis. Am I bothering you?
Do I have fingers for a rotary phone? I got feathers for a rotary phone. And a beak.
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Oh, he stutters bad. Youngster, I remember and knew.
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
See, like we know how to use one, me and Scoot, but that was prior our time.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Louis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. Thanks for being so quick, Louis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah.
Okay.
I need to grab my stuff first.
HQ of the department, aka the meat grinder. A huge dark building for shady people, and I don't necessarily mean those who are sitting in the jail. Just shake your head, Louis. funny, him. He's trying. All right, so where's my stuff?
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Damn.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
That's a fox, a badger, a mountain lion, and an owl.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Molly was a parrot, fam? What kind of daughter did y'all make?
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
What?
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Ain't that right, Run?
I don't even know what these papers are.
Oh, my gun.
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real, the badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
I don't know what it is about a rooster getting a fake badge out of a pack of cornflakes. His last cigarette.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
He doesn't have lips. Don't you ask and question how a chicken can smoke. All right. Scene types, main scenes. Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determine which locations open up and close down. You need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Limited scenes are open for specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move to the next main scene. Closed scenes cannot be reached for the time being. This state will often change throughout the story progression. It can be temporary or permanent. Top tip: pick the next main scene if you are absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Clawville PD. It's the only place we can go right now. Okay.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Chapter 1, Detour.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Why is your voice so deep, sir?
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range, as always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
God damn! What's it? He gonna strangle that man with a raincoat?
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Alright, who are these fools? Royez. Carlton Phyllis, a hedgehog. Special feature, I hate him. A real little ass plug. He's too small of a fish in the ocean to be worth grabbing. Damn. Mason Royez, a porcupine. I hate him almost as I hate his partner Phyllis. Big and dumb, it resembles my partner Marty a little, except that Royez doesn't have a kind heart. Damn.
Here we are again, Clawville
Right,
Police
Scoop?
Department.
Boss.
I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Bosco, Mort, Officer Barkman, Officer Jardine, shooting range, police crest, Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Talk to Mort. There's a Komodo, Bosco, Aranya. Do the Lady in the Tramp thing. The Lady in the Tramp thing. He's the Schnauzer. Do it. I know you're there. Do it. Do it. Lady in the Tramp. Come on.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
And the bunny bone that I'll burn for me on. Yes!
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals. All the movie stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Still living in the Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a drink or two, you know?
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
Do we have a file on Hobart, Ibn, Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Blood Boil's not here when he should be.
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird. Natasha Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
Why does the Komodo have a beard and bushy ass brows?
Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
He has a list.
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
We can't say that, Sonny!
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, Sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
Who the fuck is Bubo?
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Oh, no.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
And that bunny bone. Right? Graphics don't look bad for this.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog. One of Blood Boil's favorites, mainly because he's a dog, of course. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Right? The homie Big Bosco. Dr. Mama.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Long thighs? Long thighs?
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
Well, damn.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Why'd he shoot you?
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
No, bring the blicky.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Moses is a Tibetan sand fox and Plato is a palace cat. Their old rivals are Sonny and Marty, currently working at the Clawville's PD homicide. All right, we're learning more and more. Martin McChicken. Chicken, male, unusual height and weight for a fowl. Shining white feathers, he shot me once and I deserved it. We've been partners for almost 10 long, hard years. Well, we were, because now he's only helping me unofficially until I wrap up this case. Marty is a hothead with a hard fist, but he's loyal until the end and I can count on him in every way. Especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self. And that's when I don't ever want to get in his way. Not anymore, at least. Boscarelli Chowhound Natus. Let's see. They say he is able to devour anything that crosses his path. That's why he got the nickname Chowhound. Detective Boscarelli, alias Bosco. He works in the predatory division, as do I, or as I used to be more precise. Monica Rosen, Hummingbird. She can watch over 1,000 things at once, and she is an angel. Soul and heart of the police department. She is a hummingbird in theory, but many say she is a real angel who fell from the sky. When I used to come to the station daily, her presence was the sugar in my bitter morning coffee. Boy is fiending. Mort Mardigan, Komodo Dragon. He is old and blind and an unrepairable wreck. A light-fingered bastard. He is as blind as a bat, but also one of the biggest scoundrels the city has ever seen. He could have been a good guy, but got lost somewhere halfway, and now he's too old to save himself. There was some fight in the club where Mort was at. What a surprise. He's an old friend, so I could put in a good word for him. Lucius Wilford Bloodboil, Dog. The chief is a real legend. He also hates me. Bloodhound. Dr. Reginald B. Bubo, Eagle Owl. Bubo. Okay. Morphinist, neurotic, old and ugly. Why is that used to describe somebody? But he's an old friend from the golden days of the chicken police.
Marty looks good. Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh, we're gonna meet Zip.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little...
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Man, come on.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am. I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Damn!
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Oh, hold on.
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old...
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because...
No, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
All right.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
New function, ask. Okay.
What have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Oh.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh?
Not the
That's interesting.
Ham.
Thanks.
Not my boy Hamtaro.
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
Oh! That's what the hole is? That's the bullet wound.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
If I already told you it's a pleasure working with you again?
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
Maybe.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Damn.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
Well, that is a fed-up captain if there ever was one.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight!
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
All right. Lucius Wilford Bloodboil, clear legend. He is my boss and the living statue of justice. He is tough, ruthless, and above all, unrivaled. Chief ain't happy at all, and of course he is a racist bastard, but still, I don't want to be here when he retires to witness how chaos devours Clawville for good. Zip H. Murphy, the raccoon, an old enemy who became a good friend over the years. Okay. One of the most famous, not serving cops except knee deep in dirt. The hot dog. The place is famous for its exceptional coffee and the exceptionally frequent whims that take place around it. Well, it's not an assurance of life operating in a joint outside of Roach Town. That's right, we're about to meet Big Zip.
Do you remember when they changed the old coat of arms and we used it as target practice?
I remember Bloodboil catching us and almost suspending us because of your stupid shit.
My stupid shit? I remember it was your idea. And you were drunk as hell.
Yeah, and I remember you... Oh, shut the fuck up.
Like, I remember you. Shut the fuck up. All right, anything else in here? All right.
Look at these two simpletons.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild God's sake, don't dare tell them.
I already tried, but nothing happened.
Figures.
How many days did we have our first squad car?
About 3, I think, before we crashed into that tank of acid.
What?
We? You crashed it. Don't blame it on me, Marty. I was unconscious, if I remember correctly.
And that's your problem, boss. You should be more careful with low-hanging concrete blocks next time.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to that ever since.
Yeesh, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Damn.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Ah, cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. Now, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Nigga, I'm so sorry. How is your nose so good you can smell the species of a woman? Like,
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
thank you.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
Okay.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Have you started on your great
I've already started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave everything to you, so cluck that.
That's some petty shit.
Pity. I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old socks and bourbon.
You'll have to earn it first, Marty. I'm gonna clean up here one day. Yeah, and one day the sun's gonna explode too. My wife took all the good ones. She knew they'd only gathered... You know, this city's outgrown us.
Why do you say that?
Well, don't you feel it? The whole place squeezing you. The polluted air, the sirens, and the smell of cordite.
Don't be such a drama queen. It's not the world that's changed, it's us. Clawville's Clawville. We're just getting older.
No, there really is something. You know the feeling of foreboding, of something wrong, of something bad on the horizon.
You're screwing my mood.
Yeah, but I'm not sorry.
No shit.
You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Leave it, will ya?
Sure. Boo-hoo, huh?
When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure. So the Tsar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah. If you say so. Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul. And it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty. The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup.
What?
Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
That a fly guy. Fly in the suit. Meredith H. Marvel. Chicken police store.
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
An insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the hop dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable. Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be. Peaceful, isn't it?
Always gotta be racist.
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird.
Warning, we don't serve bugs here. Damn!
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler district are forced to make a living?
Oh no.
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Damn.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
What? Oh! They selling their babies for child. They selling their babies and they becoming child.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
Big Zip.
You're right.
Yep, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
And there he is. So, what do we think Zip sounds like? Before we continue, I'm gonna go refill my cup. All right, let's see.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Caston Mavis, the new star of rock and roll. Billy J. Blackmore and the brand new album Break Me. Not all cops are pigs for a handful of feathers. Dead fly telling no tales, get a bite of me, baby. My city is on fire, shadow of a doubt. Let's go with oh, can't play any of them. Oh, you can. Okay. What's on the menu? Let's see. Hot dog, snack, and coffee. Almost ham and tomato. Toasted sandwich with synthetic meat. Okay. Quasi meat and cheese. Toasted sandwich with synthetic meat. Okay. All but bacon and chocolate. Toasted sandwich with synthetic meat. This all for foul pancakes. Pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions. What? All for foul pancakes. A pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions. Touche souffle. Peanut souffle with synthetic meat. What is with the synthetic meat? And smelling souffle. Peanut souffle with parched vegetables. Just like home, man. Burgers and hot dogs. Wasn't none of that. Old Zip knows best. Supersized hot dog with synthetic sausage, chocolate mix, and devil horn paprika. What is this fool cooking? Get him out the kitchen. Grass dog, Savannah style. Savannah style hot dog with 5 kinds of grass. Step Burger 2000. Veggie burger with diddly squat and sour root salad. See ya Superstar. Supersized burger with 12 types of algae. I'll be damned. Hot dog hot dog. Normal size hot dog with 4 kinds of synthetic meat. Zips Coffee. Boy. Well, this menu is a winner. Fuck the king. Where all the colors go?
Well, that's a good question, pal. What insight?
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Of course he sounds shifty.
Hey, is that how you greet 2 old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
Big Zip said he got a big blick.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
That is a name. Mongrel Mick.
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman,
I knew it.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn. Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
What?
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, watch your beak.
Damn.
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
Boss.
No, Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for the straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I clucking will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
All right, let's see what we learned. Still got some people to learn about. She was a seeing sensation of the millions and later became the owner under Eben's patronage. Not much is known about her past prior to this. He's been acting quite strange recently, as if he was trying to withdraw from his own shady businesses to live a simple life with simple pleasures. That wouldn't be a problem in itself, but it just isn't like him. He used to be a small-time criminal, but the underworld pushed him out. Now he makes the best coffee in the whole city in a rundown roadside rest area. Oh, and he also proved to be a rather useful police informant. Zip is getting old. He still has his connections, but it's worth questioning about everything. And time has had its way with him too. Zip was delivering information to Ivan up until a couple of years ago. He was already working as a police informant then, so he may have been reporting to both sides. Sneaky bastard. Hive, Roachtown, Cobbler District. The Cobbler District, also known as the Hive or Roachtown, was once part of the city, and then became a walled-off ghetto where 98% of the city's insect population. 98% of the city's insect population is forced to live. Currently, the biggest threat to the city are the riots in the Hive, and have almost driven the city to the Hive that have almost driven the city-state to the brink of civil war multiple times already. Damn. And the Great Fire of Clawville. Not long after the Meat War and economic crisis in 893, a fire almost destroyed the entire city of Clawville. Originated in the Ratwell district, not even the River Times was able to stand in its way. It was fiery hell incarnate, after which the city had to be rebuilt again almost from scratch. Mongrel Mick the Marauder. Mick is one of the most infamous henchmen of Eben Westler, known by many rather scary nicknames thanks to his cruel nature. Sonny and Marty have crossed paths with Mick before, and it took a lot of effort to get out of those encounters with feathers intact. Huh.
So, am I staring quietly?
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so...
You're an asshole.
I'm gonna clean up here one day. Yeah, and one day the sun's gonna explode. I suppose 2 shots was enough for today. I can't even remember. Maybe in another lifetime.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with
it. May be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? When was the last time?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd even...
You're hopeless, boss.
I guess you're right. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. Just a bunch of use.
Is there nothing else I'm supposed to find here? Okay.
you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray. Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right. Hey, Monica.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, Marty. I'd love to, but I've got a lot of work to do. You know how it is. Please tell your sweetheart that I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand.
We'll meet at the annual party anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell Laura.
All right, on to the club.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Stork Lady and Lewis.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name?
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Like Aranya.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
And I mean, she thinks the same about Lewis, that he's not all there.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
You brought it anyway.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
That bitch was big.
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing. Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again.
Yeah, hilarious.
Okay.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Okay. Clawville Chronicle is the most read and highest quality newspaper in the city. It's so famous that it's also being read beyond Clawville's borders and not just the colonies. This was the paper that first published an article about the two heroic roosters, aka the Chicken Police. The article was written by Timothy Saltwater, a Seagull journalist who has since become somewhat of a legend himself.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Damn.
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I get the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good.
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Okay.
just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
Okay.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner, but I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
How we gonna get in this place? It's gotta be through Lewis.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Okay. So the bouncer will let us in.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Okay. How do we get in?
Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
No, 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 no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Does everybody in here have some racist in them?
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Ayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamonde, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Yes, gentlemen.
Hey, big guy.
My name is Archibald, sir. Archibald Conway.
Well, that's not a Bob.
Or a Bill.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Archie, what? No way, that's not even a real name.
Said your name ain't real.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but my name is Archibald Conway, without any doubt. Blackjack Conway to my friends.
Well, thanks, Blackjack. It was a pleasure. We'll be on our way now.
The Tsar Club welcomes you, gentlemen.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Fox fella. There's a llama and a goat. Bobcat henchman. Big buck. Waitress. Somebody. And a bartender's a horse.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What this is...
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
That's actually bars.
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Like they're cute, but they still just as vicious. That's...
Ha ha ha. Very funny. She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Hey, there's Fillmar.
Who? Oh, yes, Fillmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Alveria. A country inhabited exclusively by birds. It's a picturesque modern place governed by a democratic parliament. It's bordered by 2 seas, and its economy is built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its aerial military. The country is on neutral terms with almost every other nation, except for the Great Meat War. And except for the Great Meat War, had kept this standpoint all throughout known history. Okay. Archibald. He's a ram. Archibald Blackjack Conway. Big as a mountain, talks like a poet, smells like a ball. The boulder standing guard in front of the entrance to the Tsar Club, he probably reports straight to Ibn Westland. Not to mention he's exceptionally well educated and has an elaborate vocabulary. Fillmar Lowe, Falcon, an absolutely average, forgettable guy and my old acquaintance from Alveria.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Turk Cayman.
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Damn.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Well, damn.
Good to see you too, old pal.
There is Ibn and a dame with Ibn. Let me go talk to the bartender.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty. 2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Right? Damn.
Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
They just slanging them.
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Of course, gentlemen. Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
My name is not Bojack. Yeah, I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so...
Damn.
Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
I don't know why. It's just somebody going like just they're just making horse sounds. Come on, man.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not. That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
What?
But what? That's
Thank
not
you.
even a word.
Right.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is...
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint, the usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
What up, Scoot? I'm liking the story. It's kind of funny so far, but it's a point-and-click adventure, so...
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
But, you know, it's definitely a game for What in the Wednesday.
I'm at your service.
Bill Maher, the name he goes by nowadays, he is an old comrade from before the Clawville times. Best private eyes in the city, and just like most of them, he gets into trouble with the law pretty often. And he's one of the very few people who can still be trusted in Clawville. Olivia Blackwig, Crow. Unusually tall and slim for a crow, she is quiet and mysterious. Olivia is currently Ibn Wessler's assistant and escort. Finding out whether there's anything other than a working relationship between Miss Crow and Mr. Rat could prove valuable. Good old Fillmore must know something about Natasha that could be important for the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. He seemed a bit nervous. It must be something really significant.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Questioning. Okay.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Let me see something. Okay. So this could probably be beaten in like 3 to 4 streams. So yeah, we'll keep playing this till we get to do the whole thing.
Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Hobart Ibn Wessler. Wessler's a tricky guy. He's tricky. Okay.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Tricky and mistrustful. +5. Okay.
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
Plus 10. Okay.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler, though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Okay, so I lost 10. Mistrustful, secretive, and quick-tempered and short. Gently beat around the bush. Okay.
Do you spend a lot of your time here?
That's a strange question, you know.
Humor me.
Of course I spend a lot of time here. I'm here every time Natasha performs. Sadly, it's getting rarer.
Is it compatible with your other businesses?
Huh? What? Writing threatening messages and hiding them?
I didn't say that.
You're sly for a foul, Featherland. But this ain't your territory, is it?
I guess not, Mr. Wessler.
Plus 10. Okay.
Business going well, Mr. Wessler?
Depends on which one.
Real estate, catering, charity, protection, extortion, bribing cops, contraband, the usual.
Funny guy.
How are the casinos?
Fine, thank you. Gambling has always been a good business. Luck is expensive around here.
Damn, if only I knew that. I heard gambling was illegal.
And I've heard you're not on the force at the moment.
Then it seems we have a fair fight.
On uneven ground, Mr. Featherland. I'm not sure I'd stand on it for long, if I were you.
That was candid.
I try to be clear.
Plus 10 more. Okay.
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. If you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
It would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Let's go get him. Plus 5.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Plus 10, all right.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Goldtown. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Plus 10. Okay. Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend? Tasha feels like she's in grave danger. Yeah, she's still out of it.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at, but I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Another 5 out of 5, baby. Legendary Chicken Police back in action. Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. True detective, baby.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Cold.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What up, Aranya? No, not old person bedtime.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm
She works. Nah, she's a nurse. She's a nurse,
Sonny.
you know.
Say, Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Good night, Aranya. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
Goodness, language in this game.
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Boy! Meat replacement or meat substitute foods made it possible to reduce meat consumption, predation, and domestic cannibalism in the whole wilderness. These products are widespread nowadays and are not only popular with predators, but all kinds of animals. Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Ibn currently busy with some kind of meat substitute business. That's what he and his assistant told us. Ibn was acting quite strange, and he hesitated when I mentioned how he met Natasha. I'm interested to hear the story from another point of view. Okay. Seventh rule of predation. Is that a goat eating meat? Huh.
Gee, that is a unique picture and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
I wonder if there's some kind of body or something in this suitcase. Anyway, so I think we could beat this game in like 3 or 4 streams, but this is where we're gonna end it tonight, because I'm a bit beat up from work today. So we will check you guys later. Me and Ronnie and the rest of the ninjas will be seeing Beetlejuice this weekend, sometime tomorrow and this weekend. And so we'll have a Car Chronicle review coming for you for that. Also, we'll be back with more of this game and others. And hope you enjoyed yourself. If you like us, if you like what you saw, give us a like and a follow. And we'll check you back next time for more of Chicken Police Painted Red as we try to see what's going on with this strange game in this detective tale. So appreciate you being here. Hope to see you soon. Y'all have a good night and a great rest of your weekend. Peace, everybody.